Hey everybody, what's going on? Vinny here from AndroidAuthority.com, here with my review of the Galaxy Nexus. So it's been a little while, had the phone for about 2 weeks now actually. I really wanted to spend time with the handset and really be able to give a full good review because let's face it, I mean it is a review that's or a phone that's been out for a while, so I figured I might as well take my time with it so I could give a real general feel for the phone and a good review. So this is my personal device, so no, it's not rooted yet or anything like that. I've been running it completely stock for 2 weeks, and yes, to answer some of your questions, I will be rooting it eventually and doing ROM reviews and all that good type of stuff on it. So just let's just do a quick hardware tour. If you guys haven't seen the Galaxy Nexus yet, we got a 2.0 megapixel camera up front here. No capacitive buttons, all on-screen buttons. Okay. Off to the left we have a volume rocker, which is positioned kind of low relatively to where the volume rocker usually is, but I've come pretty used to it, so no complaints there anymore. Off to the right we have a little docking port station here, as well as our power and lock button. Off on the back we have our 5 megapixel camera with 0 shutter lag, which I love, with LED flash, Samsung branding, Verizon 4G LTE branding, a speaker at the bottom there. Up at the top we got nada. Then we have our microphone with a micro USB for charging, our 3.5mm headphone jack down at the bottom, which I can't say that I love. I really like it when it's at the top of the device. It just seems like a better position for it, but I've gotten used to it. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, I would prefer it at the top like most of you would as well. I did however opt in for the extended battery for the Galaxy Nexus. You can get it online for about 30 to 50 bucks depending on where you go to buy it. It's a 2100 milliamp hour battery rather than the 1750, so it does add a good amount of charge, a good, you know, gives you good 20% more throughout the day. So I did opt in for that because the battery on this phone is kind of lousy, I'll be honest. However, with the extended battery, I get a good 10-12 hours, so that's where right where I need to be. So I'm happy with that. So let's get right into the device. Of course, this is running a stock Android ice cream sandwich, so I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it's a very new version of Android. The settings look different. I mean, you've got separated between wireless and networks, device itself, personal stuff, so system, you know, all that stuff there. You know, you have your settings right in the notification center. The notification bar is a little transparent. You have on-screen buttons throughout the device. There are no physical capacitive buttons. You get 5 home screens. Off on the bat you have this search bar that does not disappear. I'm getting text messages. Just a very nice operating system. Ice Cream Sandwich is very a lot more thought out than the past versions of Android. It's a lot more fluid. It has just a lot more to offer. You know, down here we don't have the search button. We have a multitasking tool, so if we had a bunch of things open, I can, you know, swipe it away, or I can click it and go right to it. But we'll just go home and get rid of it. Very cool. Some pros about the device. It's only 0.35 inches thin. That is when you don't have the extended battery, of course. Of course, it's on 4G LTE on Verizon's network. It's a dual-core processor from it's an OMAP processor. Very fast, 1.2 gigahertz. It's got a full gig of RAM. I mean, this phone is really nice. It's got a full 720p display. The display is gorgeous. It's a 4.65 inch display. Has a pixel density of 316, which is outstanding. I mean, some people say that you can't see the pixelation if you look real close. I haven't been able to notice it yet personally. So I mean, it's just very clear. I love the display on this device. It's just outstanding. I'm kind of rambling here, so let's try to jump into something. We'll go into browser and we will type in Android Authority. Android Authority. I just Google searched on accident, I wasn't paying attention. There we go. So I'm only on 3G right now. I have 4G turned off just because I get about 1 bar of 4G where I live, and it's just not worth it sometimes because, you know, it connects, it disconnects, because I'm just not in a fully supported LTE area, kind of in the boonies outside of Las Vegas. So I get some service, but not amazing service, so I stick on 3G most of the time. But with that being said, the 3G is pretty quick, so I can't really complain. So here we go, Android Authority loaded up. This is the stock ice cream sandwich browser. I use Chrome beta typically just because I find it to be a little better. But however, this is the stock browser on Android. It's very nice. Pinch to zoom, flawless. The processor is just amazing. I've seen no pixelation or excuse me, not pixelated. No checkerboarding or anything like that. Very fluid. The text is just crisp and clear. It's just beautiful. You gotta love this device. The text messaging is really nice. I really enjoy the let me open up a text real quick. We'll jump into some of the keyboards. The only keyboard that comes stock is the Ice Cream Sounds keyboard. Personally, I thought that I would go and download a different one or something eventually, but actually this stock Android keyboard is amazing. It's the best one yet. I love it. It's just really fluid. It works a lot. I mean, if I spell something wrong, let's say I spelled don't without a without an apostrophe, it'll give me this little red, I don't know if you can see that, it looks like the camera's kind of blurring it out there. Puts a little red mark underneath it and click it, and then you know, it gives you these suggestions. So it's very nice. So if you text out a text message and then you realize you spelled something wrong, it'll put a red line underneath it. Just tap it and pick the right one. Usually it has it there for you. So text messaging is really nice. I like the app itself. It's very fluid and nice, nicely laid out. The only thing that kind of stinks now is there's no Facebook integration with contacts on Ice Cream Sandwich. It's all Google Plus and Gmail and all that stuff. So that kind of stinks. But there are some apps you can download to get around it, which may or may not be the way you want to do things. But you know, you got your choice there. So another thing we can look at is the way the app drawer is laid out. Of course, not very much bloatware on the device itself, just My Verizon Mobile and some things that you actually would use from your carrier, at least in my opinion. The widgets in the app drawer is something to get used to, I think, at least. I mean, it's something that I'm quite used to just yet, but it's nice. I mean, I think it comes into play very nice. Eventually you'll get used to it, and it comes into a point of everything being in one spot. So it probably is the way it should have been, but since it wasn't, we're all used to holding down on the home screen and such. So, but it actually works very well, and I'm really enjoying that actually. So we'll see. Let's do Scoot playbooks, for example. We'll just put that right on the home screen, which I can't because there's not enough room. Let's go over to this blank screen I got. So you can see here the widgets, select books and everything, but the widgets are very nice. You got that search bar at the top, takes up some real estate, which is kind of aggravating sometimes, but it is what it is. It comes into use because, I mean, it's not down at the bottom anymore, so it being up here, you'll get used to it. So in any event, The widgets, I mean, they're very nice. They got this nice cool flip animation to them on most of them. So, you know, the widgets are really nice. Google Music is very cool, which is Play Music now is what the app's called. It's a very nice application. I love the layout of it. I love I could just flip through playlists, songs, genre, and everything pretty quickly, as well as just jump by tapping up top. Very good. Gotta love Play Music. It's a very nice application. Also, let's jump into the camera real quick. We'll take a quick picture and take a look at the quality and see what the stuff looks like. So let's see. Take a little quick picture of this right here. A little too close, and that flashes. I don't know if that's useful right now. I think I have flash turned on. Go into settings. It's just on auto. Turn it off. There's some other settings you have in here. You have, you know, exposure. You got your scene mode. You know, I just have it set on auto. You also have other camera settings, like how big you want the picture. You can turn less than 5 megapixel if you want. You can store the location, all that type of stuff, which is really nice. Okay. Get close in here. And there we go, there's a picture. So, you know, you hear that? I mean, it's just taking pictures, taking pictures, taking pictures. Zero shutter lag, which is very cool. So, oops. Okay. We'll go ahead and go to like the first picture on here somewhere. There it is. So, very nice picture, nice and crisp, clean. It's not the best. I mean, it just isn't. It isn't the best, but it's a 5 megapixel camera. It does the job well. There's not too much to complain about. I enjoy it. The zero shutter lag is very nice. Call quality on the phone is very nice. There's nothing to complain about. The app itself is really cool. I mean, you got your favorites in here with frequent called, and then, you know, down the list by ABC. And you got your recent calls. Then you got dial pad as well, which is theme blue. You know, ice cream sandwiches theme. Very good call quality. I mean, there's not much else I can go through here. Contacts app is different. It's revamped. Looks nice and fluid. You know, which is just the theme of ice cream sandwich now. It's just a lot better, a lot more thought out now. So that's pretty much going to be it, you guys. I mean, you can see here, you can swipe away stuff that we were in, and we're all clean now. So very nice phone, 32 gigabytes on storage, no micro SD card slot, which is kind of a downer, but 32 gigs should get you through whatever you need to put on your device. 32 gigs is usually just enough. So also, you know, if you have any questions that I might have missed, don't be afraid to comment down below on YouTube and ask me. I have a feeling I might have missed a couple things here and there, so let me know. But that's Galaxy Nexus, guys, from Verizon. Gotta love this phone. I'll be doing some ROM reviews, maybe a how-to route, not sure. Kind of thinking about it, but I might not. So let me know what you guys think of the review. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and subscribe up there somewhere. You know, reviews of a bunch of phones every week, as well as how-tos and you know, app lists, all that good type of stuff. You know, you'll love. So anyways, guys, follow me on Twitter at Vin_Mole. Follow the site at AndroidAuth. Check the site out at AndroidAuthority.com. With all that being said, I've been Vinny Marino from AndroidAuthority.com. I'll see you guys next time.